see, everything go live correctly. Okay, I see an excellent connection there. That's a good sign. And of course, it wouldn't be a live stream if I didn't yawn right up front, because sure, why not? Okay, let me do a test of this. I'm curious. I haven't done this before. Hello, chat. You know what? Oh, no, it does not show up there. That's really interesting. So it's not. That is curious. I got it. For some reason, which I feel bad about now because this means people could have been sending messages and I would not have seen it. For some reason, the multi-stream chat does not show the chat window for one of the YouTube channels, which is weird because I thought at one point it did, and yet now it does not seem to have it there, which is not ideal, and I don't know why, so I guess I'll have to look into that as well. Because yeah, I just typed in, oh wait. No, it supersedes that. Hold on, I'm just checking something. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to open Skype. No, close Skype. Come on, close Skype. Bye. Not trying to open you, Skype. Not right now, anyway. Okay. Let me check one quick thing here. Yes, that does, yeah, if it was there, I would have seen it. So, it is not showing. Testing. Let me just do one more. And hit enter. No, it absolutely is not showing that. So I'm going to have to figure out why that is, because I believe that was working at one point. Custom code, browser settings, custom CSS. No, that should matter. Okay, well, I'll have to look into that because that doesn't make sense. I really do not understand that. Because, like I said, I'm pretty sure it worked. Oh well. Well, I will just periodically say, hey, if you are trying to communicate via the main show channel, I inexplicably, well, you know, I say that, but I didn't, I did not check. Let me see something. I mean, I know Twitch works because I tested that. Let me see. Hold on. Can I switch to the other account? Yes, I can. All right, let's go look here. And let us check very quickly if this one, I have a feeling this one's going to work. I have a hunch that this one is working. Let's just verify. Yep, there's the live thing right there. So if I click that, and then I go here and I say, hello, chat. Except to correct my spelling. And then I jump back to here. Really? No, that doesn't work either. So this multi-stream thing I've been looking at on Streamlabs. Oh, no, there it is. It just took a minute, but it did appear. So it's only the show channel. Ah, boy. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on there. But it does at least work for the art channel and the Twitch channel. So I have no explanation for that. Sorry, everybody. I don't know why that's happening. And I apologize about the yawning, of course. But I will look into that when I have time. I just don't know why it's happening. Okay. I did preload all of my enter keys, so this will be pretty quick. There we are, and we are done. Exit. Okay. So I only need to post right here. Let me silence my phone. Okay, perfect. Okay, and we will go to here and do a quick post right there that I am streaming. I remembered Instagram this time, so that's a plus. Hold on. Okay, post is up. Whoops. Okay, jump over to here. And I will have to take a very short break in a bit to feed my dog, because that's the way it goes. Okay, we're ready. Oh, there's my keyboard. Okay, so move my keyboard. I already set up my iPad. I know that's working, which is good. Move it over to in front of me. Turn it sideways so that we get a better usage of the space. Oh, that's what we were working on. All right, let's go. I'll get a drink of water while this is going. Oh, how refreshing. All right, back with our skull and tentacles thing. And of course, on cue, I think I have to sneeze. Woo, boy. I tell you, the yawning and the sneezing, something about streaming just does it. I'm not normally like this, so I have no explanation. I don't know what to tell everybody. Luckily, there's nobody here to witness this ramshackle beginning, at least live. You'll be seeing this later if you view it on the YouTube channel, so apologies for that. And all right, so we were looking at this last time, and I'm still kind of debating how this is going to look. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's max it out and just see what we get. Oh, that's not bad looking. You know what? That might be the way to do it. Let's keep looking. Overlay. What's the color dodge and overlay? Big difference? No. Soft light. Nah, too light. No. No. Well, vivid light's kind of like. These are all pretty similar now. Oh, interesting. Huh. Black. Boy, that's sort of compelling, isn't it? Jeez. No. Saturation, color, luminosity. Okay, I'm going to go with overlay, I think. I like overlay. I like it. I like it. The black was kind of compelling, though. But I don't know. I don't want to use a lot of black in this. I'm actually trying to keep the black to the skull. You know, I'm trying to keep it contained to that. And then have the tentacles kind of be a counterbalance with a lot of white. So that's the idea, anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and do a layer here. Put an assist on that one. Let's get that taper pen, shall we? There we go. Let's turn our pencil lines back on, because I am actually using those. Not that one, though. How about this one? There we are. And which layer am I on? I am on... Okay, you know what you do? If you're smart, Joey, you turn off the other stuff. Now you know exactly where you're working. There we go. Okay, so these... The shadow would come from this side. And let's do it this way, because I think I'm better at doing it this way. Okay, so let's just start doing this. I'm not going to worry about what's going beyond the line there, because I can clean that up. But, oh, I did hit assist, yes? Yes. All right. Just keep going here. So, happy Thursday, everybody. I'm assuming it's Thursday everywhere everybody is. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's correct. Hopefully you're having a good week. I hope. You ever have a thing where had some stuff going on earlier in the day, and most of the time my afternoons are pretty open, generally. And sure enough, one of the few days where my afternoon was actually busy, photographer and friend of the show, Aunt Pruitt, happened to be in town and messaged me. And of course, that was the one part of the day and the one day of the week. Well, I shouldn't say the one day of the week. Yesterday would have been tough too, because yesterday is when I took my dog to her physical therapy appointment, which she's doing well. I'm happy to report. She is gaining muscle in her legs, which is good, because that will help her. Her weight is still coming down. Slowly, but we expected that. You don't really want a lot of sudden weight. what is true in animal, or what is true in people is true in dogs. Sudden weight loss or rapid weight loss, even if you're trying to lose weight, is not good. So she is gradually losing weight, which is great. And yeah, and she's gaining muscle, which is also very good because it will help her. So yeah, so now we're down to, I believe we're going to do 5 more sessions. Now bi-weekly, we don't need to be there every week, so that's good from a driving perspective. That's going to help me out in terms of gas and just time. So that's good. I mean, look, if they had said she should come every week, she'd be there every week. That's just how it would be. I would make that happen. But I'm happy, not only, like I said, because of the gas and travel time, but also because I think if they're saying, okay, 2 times a week, that does indicate that she's making progress. So good all around. Good all around. Very happy about it. But as I was saying, like with people, rapid weight loss is not good. You want to gradually reduce, unless there's a medical reason. That's, there's always exceptions. But in general, rapid weight loss is not optimal. So she is progressing well, which makes me exceptionally happy. That is good news. Am I on the right thing? Oh no. Oh, no. I need a bigger thing for that. Okay. Oh, geez, look at this. I'll fix that. What? What the? Did I not? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Where is... I missed something here. Where is that other white layer? Okay. Yeah, I gotta clean that up. Turn off the assist. It's okay. It's supposed to be in most of it, but it doesn't need to be in here. There we go. Clean this up. Just forgot to do it last time. Check over there. That I must have done that side, not the other side. That makes sense. That's typical. Hello to whoever the one viewer is. I will say, because I discovered this at the beginning of the stream, if you are, and this is assuming you're even putting any messages in, don't feel obligated, but the messages to the main Ozone Nightmare YouTube channel for some reason are not showing up. So Ozone Art Foundry channel are showing up okay. The Twitch messages are showing up okay. So if you try to message me on that third platform, I can't see it, and I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure it was working. So again, I'm not saying you have to say anything. Just don't want people to think I'm ignoring them when I'm very not, well, I'm clearly not ignoring them. All right, so that was all I want to say. Just make that clear up front. Okay. So I was doing, let's see, where is, that's the one. Is that the one I was just doing? Yes, it was. But why is it, why is it having, oh, I lowered the opacity. My fault. Forgot what I was doing. Sorry. I mixed myself up by dropping the opacity. I thought that I had put an effect on it. I didn't. That was just so I could see the edges so I could erase them properly. That's all. Messing myself up. That's all. Nothing new there. Just how it goes when I'm doing something. Okay, so, all right, we got the white parts there, and then we need to do this up here. So we will switch back to that tapering brush. We will, let me take a look here. Just double checking something. Okay. We will, am I on the right layer? Yes. Turn our assistant back on. Pink. There we are. And let's do this one. Okay. So, okay. You know, something just occurred to me. No. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Now I'm second guessing something right from the top. No. Nope. 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 I'm sticking with what I did. I'm sticking with my initial decision. I think it was the right one. I was debating just now whether I should invert the way these shadows work, but honestly, I don't think I will. I think I like them like this. I think they work well as accentuation points to the arm suckers, so I'm sticking with what I did. I was thinking, should I have them coming in from here? But I really don't. I did them this way for a reason, and I'm going to stick to what I was doing. Okay, I really don't need to draw every one of those because you can't even see them. It doesn't really help me to do that. I'm just going to fill all that in with white anyway. There we are. Don't know if anybody watching. Now, of course, if you watch this after the fact, they'll be long over, but I've been watching the Olympics, which has been great. I generally like the Olympics. I try to catch them every, what is it, 4 years when they're on? Yeah, 4 years. I like it. I like it. So, let's turn the assist off. Okay. And, there we go. Yeah, I enjoy the Olympics. I've been in particular been watching, let's see, I watched the archery yesterday. Didn't have time today. Just had things going on, so it was not feasible to do. But archery is very impressive. I was watching, I think it was men's and women's. I'm pretty sure they were both on within half an hour of each other or something like that. And, wait, oh yeah, I colored too much there. Let me jump to here. Yeah, archery, I watched the women's beach volleyball, including an exceptionally good performance out of the Dutch team. Wow. Wow is all I can say. The Dutch women, they were stomping on their opponents, which I don't like to see. But they were just so clearly ahead of the, I believe it was the Japanese team, who, you know, this is a thing that's easy to forget, I think, when you're watching the Olympics, because it just kind of slips your mind. Because you think, oh, wow, look at that. That team's losing so badly. They're just not playing that well. Yeah, they are. They're just against another world-class team, but they are playing exceptionally well. But, yeah, the Japanese women were just not at the same level as this Dutch team. They were incredible. There was another match I watched that was, what do you call it, was whoever the Americans played, Germans maybe? I want to say Americans and Germans played. That was closer. That was closer, which is good. You want to see it be kind of close because, you know, you want to see both teams feel like they really have a shot. I'm just getting a drink of water really quick. So I enjoyed that match. Oh, I just noticed the time. I have to take a brief pause. Make sure this is still working. It is. Brief pause while I go and feed my dog. So I'm going to mute my mic so you don't hear all the kibble noise. And I shall return in probably about 3 minutes. Be right back. Okay, well, it was going to be 2 minutes, but as it happened, right as I was getting ready to come back in here, there we are, Amazon dropped off our new popcorn maker, something called a Whirly Pop, which I am very excited to try out later. Trying to avoid eating sugary stuff, and I found that I just like salty popcorn, so I'm going to try out, got some Amish country kernels, got some Flavacol, which is the stuff they use in movies to salt the popcorn, and I got the Whirly Pop, so I'm going to be trying out some popcorn after this, and I am looking forward to it. But onward we go with this. So layer 66, so that's good, that's done. So we turn that off, and now we go to here, and we turn this on, and we add a new layer, and we turn on the old assist here, and we're back to white. Okay, so I turned the assist on, I said yes, and it's still showing, good, so it hasn't timed out, as it sometimes does. Oh, you know what, I don't have lines for this one. Hold on. Yes, I do. Great, all right. Yeah, I am, whoa, using the wrong brush, clearly. I am looking forward to breaking that thing in tonight. Been waiting for it all day. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, we have an air popper that actually belonged to my wife's grandparents, but it's very old and it really can't make that much popcorn at once. So it's not ideal. I'll just say it like that. So I was looking around and I found that this thing, and this has very good reviews, and I found a couple different places that recommended it. I thought, all right, let's try this thing. And it looks like it hasn't ever been changed in its entire life. And it's been around for something like 30 years, and it looks like they really haven't changed the design of it at all, which I take to be a plus. I think when it comes to stuff like that, like a popcorn popper, you really shouldn't have to change much about it. There are certain products that I find, okay, and like there's no Bluetooth attachment for it, there's no, really almost anything modern about it is not there. It is a very, very old school type of appliance. Hello, cutie. I'm sure you heard my dog shaking there. Where it's literally just very, very manually based. You have to sit there, you put your ingredients in, and then you basically just crank the handle every so often to, what do you call it, to rotate the kernels. That's it. That's as much modern whatever as there is it has a crank, which I wouldn't even call modern because it's had the crank forever. But it's a very, very simple, classic kind of design, which I love. Hi, cutie. Hello. Hi. I wish you could talk. You could say hello. It's just an Apple Pencil. You can't eat it. It doesn't taste like anything, I promise. Not as good as your meal. Huh. Sorry, I'm taking a second to pet my dog. Taking a second to pet my dog. Because I love my dog. Oh. Yep. Yep. Oh, how wonderful the stream is where people get to hear me scratching your butt. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Yes. Good girl. Maybe they'll be really lucky and hear you belch as you typically do after you eat. And it can be quite loud, so they might actually hear it. All right. Back to it. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to try that thing out. Good popcorn is one of those things. It's simple. We do put butter on it sometimes, but honestly, good popcorn, I can really eat with just a bit of salt. I don't even need butter. I know some people would say, what? Would you not butter it? Well, I'll eat it with it, but I'm saying I don't need it. It's because, you know, that does somewhat dampen the health side of popcorn as if you put butter on it. So, and I do try to eat that as an alternative to, you know, cookies and stuff like that. We're just coming off a run where I was not sticking to that very well. Crumble, which is a, I don't know, boutique cookie chain. I don't even know what you call them. But anyway, they make these really, frankly, overpriced and extraordinarily sugary cookies. And they happen to, we haven't eaten them in a while, which is good because they're not good for you. They're not good for you at all. They are the definition of sugar bombs. But then they had a couple of flavors that were just very, very, very much up our alley. And I mean, the best one, and this may be the best one I've ever had of theirs, was one that was mimicking a cannoli. And I got to tell you, as somebody who's eaten a lot of cannolis in his life, a lot, it was pretty good. I was honestly surprised how accurate the flavor was to the cannolis I grew up with, which are the best kind because they were New York cannolis and they came from Italian bakeries, and you're just never going to beat that no matter what you do, period. There is no discussion to be had, therefore I won't have one. And these were really good, and I mean, don't get me wrong, they weren't one-to-one. You would not mistake them for actual, but they were really close. Certainly closer than anything I've had in California, including things that are labeled as cannolis. Let me tell you, they are not. They do not, at least, I'm not going to say nobody in this state knows how to make a good cannoli. That would be ridiculous. There are a few places I've had, but by and large, what Californians consider to be a cannoli is not what I can. Mostly because the filling is so loose and runny. I mean, there are, and I should point out, there are creamy cannolis, right? There are. But I don't consider that. A real cannoli should have some stiffness to that filling. And even putting aside the looseness of the California ingredients, which I will do just for the sake of argument here, even putting that aside, which you shouldn't, but let's go ahead and do it for now. Even with that, without thinking about that, the flavor just is not there. Just is not there. It's fine. I'm not trying to necessarily bash California too much. I'm really not. Many things I like about California, a lot of things. But they're, at least here, now I know somebody will say, inevitably, oh, well, go to San Francisco, and look, San Francisco's a ways away. I don't have any problem with San Francisco. I'm not one of these anti-San Francisco people. Although they do seem to have a lot of theft in the city lately. But even if they didn't, it's not like it's just a 5-minute drive. If it was, I probably would go and sample more of the Italian cooking in the city, because I've been told it's quite good. But in other places I've eaten that are not San Francisco, admittedly, the cannoli situation and Italian cooking like delis, there's a lot of things that are just very different out here from what I grew up with. Some things much better. As I think I've probably said before on the stream, I sure don't miss having to worry about my car getting coated in salt and sliding on ice. So I'm not saying New York is better in everything, although it really is. There are things that are better out here where it's sunnier, where there's less of a concern that in the winter you will actually have freezing conditions, because they never do. I don't care what anybody tells you, just so you know. The idea of cold out here is laughable. Laughable in most places, unless you go up into the mountains. With the elevation, yes, the temperature does actually go down more. But anywhere else, especially in the valley and definitely down south, let me tell you, these people do not know what cold is. They got no idea out here what cold is. Good for them, by the way. I say that. Good for them. Because, my wife, she cannot handle cold. Can't handle it. So I don't want her to be cold. So I'm glad she doesn't have to worry about it much, because she would be miserable. So I'm happier that she doesn't know what it's all about. That's good. That's good for her. All right, let's go ahead and overlay that. All right, there we are. So let's just do a quick check of where we are so far. Bang, bang. There we are. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, let's turn off the pencils for a minute just so we can get a nice clear look. Yeah, let me get a sip of water here for a minute. I'll let you take that in. That's good. Yeah, so the biggest thing that's going to be the trick here is trying to get those sucker colors right, because I don't think that green's going to do it. I don't think that green is going to do it. I may have to go with like a light pink, like a fleshy pink. I don't know. I am struggling with that, I have to admit. It keeps bugging me because I keep seeing it and I'm just not liking where it is. So I feel like it almost has to be like punch the lightness way up and the saturation way up, like something like that almost. You know, where it's more of a subtle thing, which is what? What are we looking at here? Let's say 95 max saturation at 62 brightness. I don't know if anything this will make any big difference. We'll make 65, or I guess 60. 65 is fine. See, that looks better to me. I know it's not as colorful, but I think it makes more color sense than the green. Maybe. Let me take a quick look in the background here at octopi. Hold on. Octopi. What are we looking at? Just curious. Look at some images of actual octopi. Well, you know what? Huh. Looking at pictures of real octopi, their suckers are wildly different many times in color. Huh. Okay, well, you know what? That's making me reconsider a bit, because in actual nature, in many cases, these suckers are a very different color. In fact, you know what? Okay. I'm going to try to match this actual picture, which you can't see, so sorry, but it's like a blue. It's like a blue, but a very pale blue. Almost like that. Saturation probably makes almost no difference with this. But yeah, something like that. That looks, and these are on, not quite as red of a tentacle as this is, but still. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Let's go with that. So we'll do it at, let me look at 60%. You know what? We're going to do 60, max 75. That's what it's going to be, everybody. 60, max, and 75. 60, max, and 75. There we are. Oh, well, you know what? No, there has to be a little, I forgot. These are supposed to be a little darker. So the hue can be 60. Saturation can be max. But it should be, if it's 65. Oh, well, that is darker. Okay, I must have gone too far. 65. Okay, that's good. That's good. I can close this so I can actually see my screen again. Make sure you can see that. Yes, you can. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the way to go on this. Yeah. Yeah. I think that blue is going to work out better. Let me just look at one other thing. I'm just checking to make sure, because I think that's pretty common. The blue on, yeah, that's a pretty common color, actually, from what I'm seeing here on real ones. I would share this, but it's only going to be for a second, so I don't think there's really a point. Okay, yeah, yeah. I think that's, yeah. I think that's the right decision. Yeah. Which is interesting, because if I hadn't looked at those pictures, would I have gone for blue? Probably not, but looking at these, a lot of them have these bluish. Yeah, they do. That's interesting. Okay. Well, hey, listen, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Okay, good. Well, let's keep going then. So what did I say? 60. Let's keep doing this. Let's get these all done before I forget my ratios here. So 60. There we go. Max. And then 65. And just make sure. It should be darker. That's 60. How about 55? There we go. Yep, darker, darkest. Okay, yeah. Is that a color? Where are we? Colors? Yes. Let's do that. So let's say this, the hue is fine, 60. Max that saturation. And, oh, I guess I should leave it at 50 if I did 55 on the last one. So that's fine right there. Okay, good. So now they have different color weights. All right, good. We're in good shape. Okay. So now we just need to do the darkest red. So let's turn off all the other ones. There we are. And we need to turn on another layer with an assist on, and we need to go to our taper pen. And let's get our pencil lines back. So I'm following something, which that's the one I want to follow. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's start over here. And all right, I'm starting way out here because I'm just using the same pen weight, so I don't want to have it too thick at the base, or it's going to be mostly just white without the little kind of nuance of these peaks, whatever the technical term is for the thinning of it, the taper ends, I guess, the tapering. Yeah, there we go. There we are. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we are. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Oh, please tell me I had the assist on. Yes, I did. I had it on. Good, 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 good. I sort of remembered saying to myself, turn on the assist, but I've thought I've said that and then realized, oh yeah, you never turned it on. Nice work. You wasted all that. I'm not wasted. I mean, no effort is wasted on something like this at all. Even a mistake is a learning experience. But I still would have been annoyed at myself, let's be honest. Now, you're not even going to see that, but that's okay. You're not going to see, well, you're not going to see, actually, no, you're not going to see any of that, so there's no point in doing the taper pen there, because you're not going to see any of that, because they'll be behind the other stuff, which is fine. Just do the ones down here. And we'll wind around like this. Oop, oop. All right. Okay. Good. Perfect. Where are we at? We're at about 40 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. I feel like I like it. I mean, the streams are whatever duration they are. But I tend to like it if I can get a lot of things done. Or if I feel like I've completed a portion of something. That's always preferable to me, and I feel like with this, I did. Or have. The stream's not over yet, but what I'm saying is, oh, you know what? Let me turn this. I thought I did miss one spot, which is, should be one more peak. Let's see. So this should go to the, come on, what am I? There we go. There we are. Assist off. Okay. I like it when I can finish a part of something. Or a section, not the whole thing. Ideal, I mean, if I can finish the whole image, that's great too. But that usually doesn't happen, at least all in one shot. So I like it when I can get a part, like a section, like all these lines. How did I miss that one? Wow, I really missed that. There we go. Don't know how I did that. So being able to get this done is good. And then just refine it. Colors, getting that color where I wanted, I think was helpful. But I just like that I got this done because, like I said, I like getting things done so you can see in every stream another piece of the overall thing kind of slot into place. That to me is satisfying. It's fine if it doesn't happen. Like I said, I'm not. The nice part about these streams, at least the way I'm doing them, is I can do them however I want to do them. I am free to just make this thing whatever I want. That's how it works for me. I tell you, I watch people who do these really structured and kind of specific types of streams, and I marvel at their organization because I can't do that. No way. And how is that color missing? Why is this missing? Oops. This color is missing here. What did I do? How did I not get this? Well, you know, actually I do know how I did it because those were, I was doing a, what's the word for it? I was doing the assist on these and they don't exactly line up all the time. So let me just do a quick check. Okay, we're fine. All right, so I'm gonna turn the pencil off. Let's turn that back on. Can I do everything? Oh, I missed a section. Hold on. Put the assist back on. There we go. Oh, no, that's the section you're not going to see. Hold on. So let's put that all the way up. Let's turn on all of our reds. Yes, so you wouldn't see it. So that's okay. Yep. All right, and let's go ahead and... Oh, I missed that. Completely missed erasing there. Let's fix that really quick. Oh, why is it? Oh, I know why. I'm on the wrong section. Wrong layer. Not section. Wrong layer. Right section, wrong layer. Make sure I did the one over there. I did. That's done, yes. That's done, yes. And the top two are both done. Excellent. Okay. Push that back up. Now let's change that to overlay. There we are. And let's turn everything else back on if it's not. It is. And I didn't miss anything. So yeah, basically what we've done here is I've got those accent, whatever you want to call them there, which I like. I like with the red. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to take my glasses off for a minute because my eyes are, bugging out a little bit on me. So now what I have to figure out is what I'm going to do for the interior detail on the actual suckers. And there's a few ways to do this. And I'm not convinced on any of them yet, but what I think I want to do, is to do a... Originally I thought I might put teeth in them, but honestly, I don't know. Teeth inside the suckers just doesn't strike me as very visually interesting. Sorry about the yawn, although this is really only the second or third yawn the whole stream, which is pretty good for me. But yeah, the teeth in the suckers just doesn't seem as interesting. So I think what I'm going to do is, and I will need one more layer for this, probably. Let's see if it'll let me have one more. It will. Amazing. Is grab the taper pen and turn on the assist and drop the taper pen down to, let's say, 3 and do something like that. Okay, well, not that specifically, but like this. Where, well, let's see how it looks once I'm done. See, I'm trying to kind of replicate, there's an inner curve to the actual sucker that I'm trying to do here. So I'm just trying to do that in a nice, easy fashion. Just kind of, ooh, that was a really good one. That was not, went too far. Better. I don't like that one. Better. Yeah, okay. Something like that, see? And then, you know, I gotta clean up the edges and all that, but it kind of gives that inner curve to it a bit. And I don't know if I need to then do this to kind of count. I don't think so. I don't think I like that. Now let's just go in here and do a quick clean up of those edges. Let's use this just to be on the safe side. Now what I'm getting the feeling that this is going to be another, okay, I need to step back and wait on this and see what I think in a few days, which would be Saturday. I won't be streaming on Saturday. I thought I might, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But I will be drawing, and I will probably look at this and see what I want to do. So this might change radically by the next time you see it on the stream. That happens. It's okay. That's not a bad thing. But something like that is where I'm first leaning. But even now looking at it, I am not convinced that's going to be the way it goes. But maybe. Maybe. I think what I'm going to do... I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stop right here. I think I'm just going to stop. Because this is a new element, and I'm not entirely sold on it. And whenever I run into that, that's exactly when it's the best time. This is just my recommendation for people in case you ever struggle with this stuff. If you're doing something like this, then what I would say is you probably want to, and I've recommended this before, where you do that, you stop and you kind of assess something and see what you think, because you know, it's good, especially when you know, because I've been working on this for now, like, 40 minutes or so, and I just finished a whole bunch of stuff that I actually really like, which is great. But that's where I think it's beneficial then to say, okay, is this where I want it to be as far as the new element, right? Because you finish something you like and you kind of jump to a new thing and it's something totally different, and that's where, like, something like this, like right now, I don't like this. I just don't. And so instead of getting fixated on it, that's where I'm like, okay, step back from it. Don't look at it for a day or two. Just let it sit. Let your brain marinate on it and come back to it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pop this on here. I mean, we're coming up on 50 minutes anyway. And I generally like to draw for about an hour. So the timing is good. And I did get one section done that I really like. Came out the way I wanted to. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that other section sit. Not look at it, very specifically not look at it, and come back to it take a look at it again on Saturday, because I don't think I'll be streaming again before that, and see if I still don't like it, or if maybe, and the reason I didn't erase it is I may look at it and think, oh, you know what, that idea wasn't bad, I didn't do it correctly, let me try this attempt at it and see if it changes. So that's why I didn't erase it. I'm just leaving it as it was, as I first did it, to come back and look at it and see what I think. So that's what I'm going to do. That approach has worked for me, I think, so far. So I'm going to stick with it. And yeah, on that note, I know somebody's been here the whole time, at least according to this metric. And this one I actually believe, unlike some of the other ones I've used. So thank you for being here and watching live. And yeah, now go find somebody else who's doing something creative. Go find somebody else who's drawing or doing a music stream or whatever. Something else that's creative, or be creative yourself. Go find someplace. Let's say that you're interested in playing guitar or playing music of some kind, or if you want to learn to draw, go find somebody. And there are many of these channels, which is great. There are channels where people do, like, draw-alongs, where they're doing life drawing or going over drawing techniques. I've watched a couple of good videos on YouTube, but I know there are ones on Twitch too, where people, because don't let not being able to do something stop you. You can learn to do it. You can learn to do this stuff. And just like that thing that I drew there that I don't know if I'm really going to like, you might start drawing something and then stumble into painting. I know people who have started in one creative field and wandered into another, and that's ultimately where they are the happiest. Not where they thought, not where they started, but by a series of accidents where they ended up. So that can happen too. So let your creativity play and explore and wind into whatever areas it does. There's no bad exploration of creativity if it lets you kind of let your brain breathe a bit, which is a strange phrase, I know, but you get what I mean. Anyway, on that note, like I said, go experience some creativity either through something you're doing or through something somebody else is doing. It's good for your mind, your body, and your soul. And on that note, until the next stream, thank you for stopping by. Live or later, doesn't matter to me. I truly mean that. It's great if you stop by and want to watch and chat. If you just come by later and watch it later on double speed or whatever, I understand that too. I can never watch anything on YouTube on double speed, but I understand a lot of people need to. Perfectly fine. I'm not telling you how to experience your content. Do it whatever way makes sense to you. Either way, again, thank you for being here. And until we talk again, have a great weekend if you're watching this live. I don't know if this will post on Tuesday or Thursday. That's what I've been doing on the YouTube channel. So if it's posting on a Thursday later, or if you're watching live, have a great weekend. Otherwise, if you're watching this on some other day, or I've posted somewhere else, have a great rest of your day, morning, evening.